Our next dot point is the characteristic of a learner in terms of prior experience. Now, when we're in a group situation, there are many athletes who have a variety of different background experiences. And what this dot point is about is the ability to actually maybe transfer the knowledge of a skill or the ability to do a skill to another skill. So, for example, the first one is the lateral transfer of skills, and this can make it easier to learn another skill. For example, a person who knows how to play squash or a backhand in squash would be able to probably pick up the ability to do a tennis backhand a lot more quickly than someone who's never been able to play or never had the opportunity or prior experience in terms of squash. So it's kind of that connection between one skill that's similar to another one. And you find that certain sports or certain athletes who have certain skills can pick up other sports quite quickly. The other one, which is a little bit harder to master, is the vertical. So we have the lateral, which is kind of a sideways movement, but vertical is the up and down. So it's mastering a lower task or a lower skill before being able to progress to a harder task. So if you've got the concept of an easier skill or sub-routine or a part of the skill, it might be easier for you then to develop or learn a harder skill. So an example of this would be being able to do the dolphin kick using a kickboard before you actually, and being able to master that. So if you've mastered that dolphin kick, when you go to learn actual butterfly, you don't have to necessarily think about how do I kick. I'm thinking more about my arms. So that can actually help an athlete. So that prior experience in terms of there's lateral transfer, so moving across or sideways, and then you have that vertical transfer, which is mastering a lower task or a lower order task, a less difficult task, to be able to then develop and learn a more difficult task easier. And just quickly going back to that point I said about some athletes being able to perform well in other sports. Think about a basketballer playing netball. Think about a lot of cricket players are very good golfers because of that same movement. You've also got gymnasts who go on to do diving because of that whole spatial awareness and kinesthetic sense that they have. It's that same idea of twisting on the ground, but then we're doing the same movement but into a pool.